We've just watched the first round of the Big 12 tournament at Sprint Center. We saw Kansas State defeat Oklahoma State, and then in an upset, Texas Christian, the 10th seed, beat Texas Tech, the number 7 seed. Let's talk about the Wildcats, Kellis. 17-point first half lead. Was it 40-23 at halftime? Dean Wade was playing really well. What did you see from K-State? What does this mean for the Wildcats? But beyond the victory that'll send them into Thursday's game against KU.
Right. Well, it's big for several reasons. I think the biggest thing is that they wanted to win this game. They pointed to it as a game basically they absolutely had to win. If they lose this one, there's probably no NIT. Now this boosts their chance. Now they're on the fence, probably leaning to more likely that they are in than out. One more win tomorrow could do it for him, but you're right. You mentioned Dean Wade. That's his career high in points, grabbed 6 rebounds. And the most impressive thing is he goes for 20 points on 9 shots. That's tremendous efficiency. Stayed in the game the whole time. I kind of joked with him after the game. I said, all season you've been the king of early fouls, and he just looked at me and said, yes, sir. So he avoided those. He committed 1 foul all day, stayed in the game, played great. And that's going to be a key for them moving forward.
And so they play the Jayhawks tomorrow, the number one, the top seed here in the tournament, the number 1 ranked team in the country. And in the 2 regular season games, Kansas swept the series. But I thought in both games, Kansas State had a chance. I thought they played Kansas really well in Lawrence, which they haven't done in several years. And then they tightened the game up at the end in Manhattan. They have a chance tomorrow against KU?
Oh, yeah, I think they do. I think motivation will be on their side. Just like you said, that first game, I feel like they really feel like they got jobbed in that game. They started out with a lead. They were actually doubling them up at one point, and then every close call went against them for like 10 straight minutes, and they lost control. Second game, they got maybe a little bit too eager, too confident, talked some trash beforehand. Didn't back it up, and now very different this time. They talked about, keeping it close with Kansas, giving them a good game, staying as far away from the trash talk as they can, but, Bruce Weber was saying, win this one, and all of a sudden, hey, you're 2 away from the NCAA tournament. Still possible, so they're going to give it a shot.
That's right. They beat Kansas. If Kansas State can beat Kansas, why can't they win the tournament? We'll have to see. Kansas State will be motivated for sure. I think Kansas will be motivated too. For the Jayhawks, at stake would be the overall number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. If they lose to Kansas State, I think the Jayhawks might lose that distinction. Beat the Wildcats, get to the semifinals, and that may be enough for Kansas to be the overall number 1 seed. For Kellis Robinett, I'm Blair Kerkhoff. Thanks for watching. Follow the coverage of the Big 12 tournament online at kansascity.com and in the print editions of the Kansas City Star.